Hi, and welcome to the channel. And today for review, we are reviewing Jaws on 4K Ultra HD Disc. I watched this a while back, and I'm just getting around to doing reviews on a lot of these. I've watched it. It came out, I want to say, over a year ago, but I just watched it in my home theater in the summertime, like right around probably Shark Week, I want to say, is when I finally got around to it. For audio, I thought the audio was very crisp. It's an older film. It doesn't need all the audio effects, but the audio, they really did a great job on it. It does have an Atmos track. There's not really much happening in the high channels, but the environment and the mix is a really great job, and I give it an 8.6 on audio. For video, very, very sharp looking disc. It's, for the age of the film, I think it's one of the best looking discs of films from that time frame, because you know, some of the old films use film, and then you know, some things went digital later in the years, like in the 90s, and just the way they shot films changes, and for that time period, I feel that the video quality is very good. It's for certain the best it's ever looked. It's one of the best upgraded transfers of an older movie I've seen. I feel like I saw a lot more than I'd seen in previous viewings of it. So for video, I'm going to give it a 9.1. And going lastly into my thoughts on the film, it's one of those films that it's kind of a cult classic, that it's like sacrilege not to like it. And luckily, I do like it. I still think it holds up. I still thought it was a great film. I was still thoroughly entertained. It's kind of odd because you could watch some modern shark movies and they have a lot more action, but you know, the suspense isn't there, even though they, you know, the sharks are more dangerous, I guess. But you know, for that time frame, and even still holding up, the suspense still is there. You know, I'm get scared watching it or nothing like that, or worried, but you know, it's just the tone of the film. I just think they nailed it, and for my score on film, I give it an 8.2. Lastly, I like to score HDR sometimes, and this film, there's not a lot going on for HDR. I'm glad it's there. I feel like I say that every time. There's an HDR that doesn't add too much to it, but you know, it's got a certain color palette to it, the film, so the HDR is not really needed, you know, and how do you make it work? You know, if you put too much into it, it would feel out of place. So you can't knock them for it. So for HDR, I'm going to give it a 5.8, but you know, if they put too much into it, I probably would have gave it a less of a score, you know, because I feel it would have took away from the film. So yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts on the film. Again, please subscribe to the channel. Once we get to a certain amount of subscribers, we'll be doing giveaways on every 4K review we do. Alright, thanks.